Knowing financial personality, knowing your temptations, and knowing what to do about dealing with those is a highly important quality in a successful attorney's practice. My name is Connie Kilmark, and I have a private practice that specializes, it's called Kilmark & Associates, and it specializes in the area where money and emotions intersect. Financial personality is a quite interesting phenomenon. We all have one or more financial personalities, and it really is a shorthand way of speaking about an entire constellation of responsivities to value propositions, to emotions that arise over the question of money, the tempo with which you make decisions, the style with which you perceive and behave in the presence of money and the things that money can buy, including status and such things. Since we're all involved in financial personality, we might say that we're all involved in the drama of how each of us responds to a symbol, a highly charged symbol, which is what money really is. The question of what is enough is a question that I think the United States in general as a culture doesn't ask often enough. We don't think about it nationally, we don't think about it in a community as often as we might, but most especially, we don't think about it deeply enough within ourselves. And as a result, we listen to the message that we need more, and then newer, and then more again. And this leads us to a sense of constant insufficiency, a sense that I'm not there yet, a sense that I am incomplete. The trouble with money and the things it can buy is that money promises things that it cannot deliver. And as a result, knowing when you have enough to satisfy the basics of life and a satisfactory sense of peace of mind for you and your family gives you a kind of invulnerability to some of the more common ethical temptations that arise in a position of such importance and in such a role model kind of position as attorneys often find themselves. I also find that it leads to a kind of wisdom and a sense that you are less corruptible than you might be if more was always what you were chasing. One's financial well-being is a product of choosing comparison groups. You can either choose your comparison group consciously, or you can choose it the way so many of us do, by comparing yourself to whomever you admire. If you choose too many people or groups of people whose primary quality or characteristic is prosperity or huge amounts of conspicuous consumption, you will constantly go through life feeling that you are either a failure or that you're not there yet. If, on the other hand, you choose as a balance to your practice and as a wisdom within your life to associate yourself with those who are somewhat less fortunate, you, as well as your children, will have a sense that you're somewhere in the very happy middle, having more than some people, less than others, but being really deeply okay. It's surprising that we don't teach this kind of deep wisdom earlier in life. I don't know whether it's possible as a young person to know this. I do know that it's a necessary step in successful maturation. For attorneys, the question of financial personality is especially important because you are in a position of such exceptional trust. If you are, in fact, unaware of some of your own deepest temptations, some of the areas where you yourself are either insecure or unfinished or are ashamed of where you come from or want to put on a kind of appearance that isn't supported by your actual earnings, you open yourself to breaches of trust and of the kind of fiduciary duty you owe your clients. And as a result, I think that you put yourself at unnecessary risk. I think the place to deal with some of those personality issues is somewhere other than with your trust account or with your clients. You, by definition, have relatively vulnerable people because everyone you serve knows less about the law than you do. And you have opportunity to see possible opportunistic openings that I think take an exceptionally secure person with excellent boundaries to manage. I would love to hear phone calls from anybody that wants to talk with me. I offer free phone call consultation at absolutely no obligation. I sell no products, I think you should be wary about any book that offers a solution that you have to pay for or that is a sales agenda. Find yourself somebody who works on a fee basis and does not sell things, and explore with your partner and your intimate partner your own financial personality to get it to be more right in your practice.